everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Play clock winding down. Now Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Not me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On second down, here's Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. First carry for Chris Ivory. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Shift together here from the D-line. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the gun, it's Bortles. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. Put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. And some space here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Wilson on second down. Forced out to his left. Finding some room at midfield. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go. Showing it there, picking up the first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
On second down, Wilson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Blair Brown in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. first down. Bortles. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Left, left. Left, left. Left, left.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. And he's got it. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Check green, check green, check green. Ready. Green 39.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the... And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Ivory, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2007.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Wilson. Going up top. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished second. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought was going to be the guy. He got hurt early in the year. But they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
They'll try to run with Rolls. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Puslesny. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Second and 10 now. Wilson, a quick hitter complete. It's Richardson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jaguars getting set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Third down, here's Ivory. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Now it's Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Wilson will throw again. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw on 2nd down, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a decision to bring it out, and a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Bortles now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Z. Here we go. Left. Green 39. Green 39.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looks pretty good until the finish. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Green 39. Z. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Check.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Baldwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Wilson on first and 10. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
25.
Throwing again here, Wilson being chased out left. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Here comes the D swarming to the line. To throw is Bortles. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
Here we go. Green, 39. Hey, slow.
On second down, here's Fournette. And an alley to run. And a solid run down inside the 30. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Fournette, a first down carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Slow. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, Fournette, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.